Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a reading for you, tuning in to actually the week's energies, not the day. I do daily readings as well. This is this week, your energy specifically this week, tuning into your energies, whoever's watching. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And seeing what divine channeled messages of guidance come through for you, what you need to know, what would be helpful to know right now. This is a general reading. I'm tuning into a group of you. So use your discernment to decide what messages are for you and what messages you can let go. All right, so Virgo, in the past we have the High Priestess in reverse. Secrets. Ooh, getting a real feeling of a secretive, family secrets. I feel like you held a lot of your family's dirty little secrets. Wow. Okay. Let's dive in, shall we? This feels like you saw a lot about your family. You kept it secret. It feels like a lot of very tragic childhood, wounded. Your parents were very wounded, and smiling liars, giving off this perception that they've got it all under wraps, that everything's perfect, and they're creating this distorted reality of what they want everything to be. It's fabricated. It's based on lies. These people were very emotionally immature, dysregulated. They don't understand. They're just very immature and unhealed as I'm tuning into it. I'm not trying to project blame. I'm just stating what I see. But it looks like what we're tuning into is you were meant to never talk about this. You were meant to just take it and keep the secret. You were very vulnerable as a child, and they just assumed that you were never going to mature or advance or be able to call them out. And they I don't know what they expected, that you were never going to tell. Maybe because they never told how poorly they were treated. And so they just assumed that you would have these same agreements. I'm not looking ahead, but I'm guessing that's not in the cards for you. Get it? Okay. It looks like for a while you agreed to keep the secrets. You did keep everyone's secrets, to keep the peace, to keep the quiet, to try to just keep things very calm. If I keep the secret that you're a horrible, horrible parent and abusive, I'm somehow kept safe. Oof. Oh. It's not a lasting, this is, being a secret keeper is keeping other people's secrets is an incredible burden. It doesn't work. It's affected your stability. You're holding on to other people. Yeah, it's kept you quiet. It's kept you unable to voice your truth because it clashes with the secrets. And they have some type of like, you're not ever allowed to tell. It feels like you were punished when you did try to communicate with others. There's a real lockdown that you had to become a part of. Your staying silent kept you tied to these people in this abuse, and that's not how you perceived it when you were younger. You perceived it that your silence was going to keep you safe, and that they would appreciate you so much for keeping their secret, and you would eventually then receive favor or love or the affection, whatever it was. Feels like they conned you into lies, abandoning yourself. The real secret here is that they conned you into abandoning yourself. Okay, Virgo, let's keep this going. In present time, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Looks like you're focusing your energy on what it is that you're wanting to create. Looks like you have a lot of seeds of desire, things you're wanting to build. Stability for yourself, security, abundance, soul fulfillment, clarity, honesty. Yeah, I can see that why you're focusing, you want it to be real. There's something about it's got to be real. It feels like you've adopted maybe radical truth as a sort of defense against the type of people who are not comfortable with telling the truth. They're trying to hide. And so I feel like some people might be shocked by your radical truth. It looks like you don't want to be dependent on others. There's also that radical truth, but it's also like an independence that you've never had, or others have made you believe that you need them to survive, to support yourself, that somehow you don't have the skills. But people have really like done a number on like whatever this is. What I get is that's them. Whatever they said to you to limit you, it was projecting their limiting beliefs onto you. I'm seeing just your parents wanted to be worshipped as this great and all-powerful, never making a mistake, never accountable for their actions. And if you got yelled at or hurt or punished or just very unfairly treated, way above board, you must have had it coming. You must have done something. There's a complete lack of accountability. They don't want you to ascend past these beliefs because it's painful for them, for you to just, I feel like there's something about you even just, if you don't even say something to these people, your parents, I feel like just you looking at them and seeing them with clarity, with the truth of who they are, you're supposed to play along. You're supposed to keep lying and stay masked. I feel like you're the trouble person because you're not masking yourself. And somehow they've made you then the bad person or something. Because you're not playing along. You're supposed to play along. Yeah, I'm seeing you very clearly. I'm seeing you're the one that's afraid of being alone or separated or ostracized. You're the one that feels like they punish, they withhold affection, withhold care, withhold attention, withhold money, stability, security. I think that's where they got you. The security and stability. That's how they yank your chain, is making you feel nervous about your ability to make these decisions for yourself. Who gave you that authority? I feel like they're really doing a mind game on your base chakra. And there's someone really in your environment right now who's determined to project their fears onto you so you don't follow your dreams, so you don't believe in whatever this is that you're growing for yourself. They don't want you to be independent and abundant. They want you to perceive that all goodness comes through them. So it keeps you tied to them and dependent on them. Let's all take a nice deep breath. Filling all four corners of your torso. You're doing really good. It looks like you're clearing a lot of energies and healing a lot of wounds, or you have healed a lot of wounds. And your willingness to be so authentic and genuinely you is to be applauded. So, all right, let's continue, Virgo. Let's move on to messages from your higher self. Blessings are on their way. I feel like some blessings have already started to trickle in for you. It's because you've learned to love yourself, because you're focusing on you, that you're no longer keeping parts of yourself, the secret keeper, cordoned off and alone and separated. You're no longer holding other people's lies and pain. You're focusing on you and your emotions. You're no longer the depository for others' horrible acts, horrible, deplorable, just unloading onto you. Burdens, they're unhealed traumas. And it feels like you're moving into a period of happiness like you've never experienced. Loving yourself, not being the best version and the perfect version, but loving all parts of yourself. They could never do that for themselves, so they could never create, they as in your parents, the people around you growing up, could never provide that loving, unconditional love for themselves, and they definitely could not provide that for you. So now you are doing that for yourself. You are retrieving parts of your soul that you've cut off, that you've closed off, that you've disowned, to be able to stay in this toxic environment. And now you are loving all parts of yourself, learning how do I love these parts of myself that I've resisted, that I've hated, that I've blamed for me not being able to feel and experience love. How can I love all these lost parts of me? And as you really love yourself, the reflection in your environment is blessings coming in. You're becoming more powerful as you're becoming more whole. It looks like you are concealing your movements a little bit from people. You're not lying, but you're choosing what you share. You have that right. Some people don't. Some people, just because someone asks what you're up to, what you're doing, doesn't mean that you have to grant them access to your energy. I just got really dehydrated. Do you need to drink? Stay hydrated. Love yourself, love your body by hydration. I feel like you're being very wise with who you share your beliefs, how you're thinking, how you're perceiving things, how you're moving, and considering the energies in your present energy. That's really wise. I think you are realizing there are people, it's a need to know information about who you are, what you believe, the moves you're thinking of taking and are taking. It's on a need to know basis, and some people don't need to know. There's something very powerful about that. I'm not going to lie. It feels like even saying, look, I'm not going to share that right now with you, or I don't feel comfortable. It feels like you're being very direct, and this communicating your truth in a very authentic and honest way is very healing for you. It looks like you're meeting up with people who share the same values, who have skills. It's like there's something you've been working on too. Not only building this security and stability for yourself, but abundance. I feel like there are people who want to work with you, who really appreciate this honesty, because there's some project and you have a skill. They know you're going to speak your mind. Oh my gosh, the people who I'm tuning into, you're a godsend. You're speaking your truth. You're speaking because it comes from having to hold your tongue and tell lies, and actually now it's your superpower, especially in business when people are told what they want to hear. I'm afraid to tell the truth to the board members, to whoever, because yeah, that's weird. It's like, but you're like very honest. This is where the issues are. This is a problem. This is actually working pretty well. Just a few tweaks. It's like you are an honest accounting. Your honesty is your superpower. And your higher self wants you to know that there are people out there that are just starving for your superpower. Wow. All right, Virgo. Your challenge right now is the 3 of Cups. I feel like right now you're really attuned to lie or any kind of dissonance, energy, vibes, a vibe check. And it feels like you've done so much healing, you're not willing to to trust just anyone to get close to you. There are people who want to befriend you, who want to take this new way of communicating your truth into friendships and loving connections. Your challenge is, how can I be honest? How can I take this radical honesty, this seeing things the way I see them, and also allow others? I think this is the next step, is allowing others to see things the way they see them, and it's not your job to convince them, and it's also not your job to acquiesce, to allow things to be different, perceptions to be different, but also true. Wow, that is a challenge. It's I really am having to expand my judgment, my preconceived notions. I even backed up and to allow space for everyone's point of view, even the lies. If that is your truth, is a lie, I don't have to engage in that activity, that energy, but I'm not opposed to it. I don't need to change it. I'm just acknowledging that it exists, and I'm not going to judge its existence. It exists, then it is allowed to exist. I'm not going to compete with it. I'm not going to try to kill lies. If that energy comes towards me, then yes, but it's kind of a letting everybody have whatever reality they want. Does that make sense? Live and let be. It's different if someone brings a lie energy into your space and projects it onto you, but it feels like just letting people be wherever they are, and also bringing this, how can you soften and use this truth, be authentic, whatever it is you're wanting to create. I don't want to dim down your version or anything. But how can you add a soft, loving, how can you bring connection into this? How can you bring emotions into this? It feels like your higher self is just suggesting, like an inquiry. I'm not supposed to tell you how, as more as you get curious. How can I be honest and authentic, and also create a soft connection, soften my heart, not use the radical truth as a way to as a defense against love. Good questions. All right, Virgo. What's hidden is the sun in reverse. Something that's not receiving growth, something that's not receiving the light, somewhere where truth doesn't exist, or it's been so long since that light has shone there. Why? And I'm feeling a great deal of sadness. Without the light, there's a lot of fear and pain exists, and this is hidden. Yes, hidden, the moon. Ooh, we've got the sun in reverse and the moon. Without the light, there's nothing to reflect. Oh, what's it? This reading comes out on Friday. The new moon was on Wednesday night. We're still in the window of that. There's something that happened that you're seeing, something that's coming to light that was hidden, about a great sadness. Oh, I feel like I've given this message already. And what's hidden is what you've gone through, and this great sadness that you've gone through, and where light could not penetrate, where the light of truth could not penetrate, and all the things that were hidden, maybe that you even took part in keeping hidden. This has created you, the superpower, this amazing strength. There's something about your journey, your path, very special to you. And as painful as it's been, I feel like what's hidden is some new power, another power other than this radical truth, some type of strength. Something is emerging from you, and that has been hidden from you as well. You've hidden it from yourself. Wow, it's like unlocking a superpower, and that's hidden. You don't see it coming. This superpower allows you to take action, move forward, move in directions, move in ways that you've never moved before. Very confident about what you want to create. Feels like you're almost like biting at the bit. I can't wait. Now that I've got this power, now that I feel so very empowered and have the special, that I have so much energy now that I've let go of these burdens that aren't mine, that I don't entertain people who are distractions, I'm just going to use the truth of my truth in combination with whatever else is coming through. This is karma. And a new self-love, you're fostering a new sense of self-love. You're showing yourself, it feels like you're definitely going to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. It might take a while. But it feels like an amazing journey of self-discovery and discovery. Yeah, amazing. Okay. All right, Virgo, your opportunity this week is the Six of Swords in reverse. So this talks about unable to move to calmer waters, a very chaotic mindset, unable to find the clarity and the calmness. This feels like thoughts thinking you. There's an opportunity in the chaos. There's an opportunity in the upheaval. Wow. Okay. So what's the opportunity? What do Virgos need to know? Yeah, it's something about... Ooh, okay. You have an opportunity... oh, okay. All right. This is this week, someone's going to try you. Someone feels like they're going to shoot their shot. Not in a good way, like not in a wanted way. And it looks like it causes disruption. It's definitely some old energies, people who get close to you and then are reckless and careless and thoughtless with their words and actions. and they've had a lifetime of believing that it's okay, it's acceptable, it's an unconscious agreement. It's the secret. It's the unconscious agreement that I can treat you any way I want. And if you complain about it, I gaslight you and minimize your beliefs because I get to determine how you feel and if you're overreacting or if you're reacting in a way. Yeah, this is, and in this energy is an opportunity. This person's, it's really not about you. They're showing you where they are in their mindset, how limited they are. I feel like you're going to choose your words rather carefully. Feels like you get a couple like truth bombs in, but you don't annihilate them. They're just not ready. But it feels like the truth that you tell enough to I'm just going to say what I'm hearing, to back the fuck off your energy. I don't play that way anymore. No, I'm not. We do not have the same agreements. You do not have permission to come in and treat me any way you see fit. I'm telling you, I'm communicating a very clear boundary for you that you've just stepped across. Your reaction to that boundary just lets me know how unhealed you are. Ooh. Anything else we need to know about this opportunity? It's tense. It's very powerful. You're taking your power back. You're making it very clear. You know, I can be very soft and loving and kind, but I'm not gonna take your shit. I also I'm giving myself permission to have more than one gear. I don't have to take whatever you put out. That's an old belief, and it looks like this opportunity to speak your truth is very healing. It might make you feel, it might set off your kundalini, your fear, like I'm not allowed to tell this person a boundary, but you do it anyway. And you're not trying to destroy this person. You're just self-care through healthy boundaries. And this starts you off on a very new way of being. That's your opportunity. New way of truth and building the world that you want. I love that. Okay. Whew. All right, Virgo, your possible outcome is the Hierophant. In this picture, I love the stare all the way to that very bright light and the happiness that this figure is embodying. The lightness, being connected. Feels like the possible outcome this week is that you feel very connected with Source. You feel very connected with the Source within. You're loving yourself. You're getting the reflection of who you are from Source and not from those around you. You're asking Source for guidance. You're more and more connected with Source and trusting and loving that energy. It doesn't feel like you're angry. You work through some emotions with the opportunity here and telling someone your truth, but you it feels like you resolve to forgive and peace and grace and compassion for whoever shows up, because it feels like you have this understanding that they're a reflection. So there's something within you that needs more love, that is still yet to be unhealed. And it feels like even an appreciation for that to happen, because had that person had not tried you, then you wouldn't have been able to face a fear, to face your fear and speak up for yourself and speak your truth to someone who, this could be like someone in your family, someone who you have a history of not being able to communicate honestly with. So beautiful reading, very empowering. Hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and if you're still watching and this resonated, consider liking. If you're new to this channel and to my videos, I'm doing the weekly the horoscope signs. Every week I give each sign a reading as well as a daily reading that you can watch if you want to subscribe. I'm so exhausted. This is a lot of energy coming through. I'm a little airy, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.